Tween. Okay. Tired. Tired. Exclusive hands-on preview.
Before I sat down to play about 3 hours of Mafia the Old Country, Hangar 13 President Nick Baines repeatedly mentioned his team's desire for players to finish this prequel story. And so with that goal in mind, the latest Mafia game turns back the clock both chronologically, it's set in the 1900s in Sicily, and in game design as well.
Okay, so we got some Max. Some Max Payne looking gameplay going on.
It just didn't fit Mafia well. The first two Mafias were gorgeous, narrative-driven, linear games set against the backdrop of a stunning and highly detailed world that
I don't even think I played them, bro.
Really only existed as a beautiful backdrop for your main mission, rather than trying to keep you busy with menial tasks and side quests. In fact, Baines seemed to suggest that the positive reception to 2020's remake of the first game, Mafia Definitive Edition, served as something of an inspiration to and North Star 4, this fourth mainline series. I'm playing through chapters 3, 4, and 5 of the Old Country. The development team has succeeded in returning Mafia to its gameplay. This is, like Mafia 1 and 2, a story open world action adventure. Interestingly,
I know full time.
Upgradable weapon isn't a gun, though they are certainly here.
Do they have gameplay?
Rather, your knife. Stealth is fully supported, and even better, it's only going to be $50 at launch, or as I like to call it, a reverse Randy Pitchford price tag.
What did he say?
Or as I like to call it, a reverse Randy Pitchford price tag.
Surprise.
When I first picked up the controller playing on a high-end PC, which is where the footage you're seeing here came from, it's the early 1900s and late teenager Enzo Favara has recently escaped the sulfur mines he spent his childhood
my
and
scrolling
started to become his own free man while working in the vineyard of Don Teresi, a Sicilian mafioso who protects the people and property of the region from the thieving bandits that lurk in the hills, in exchange for monthly protection payments, of course.
Alright, chat, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna rate this out of 10, I think it'd be like a 4. Yeah. I like that, but it is what it is. Alright, we're gonna go to the next game. What was I gonna go on my phone for? I don't know. Really don't know. $10 hours ago. How did that happen? Where do we set it to? Oh, we got hell divers. That's right. Got hell divers coming over. Do have that. Do have hell divers coming over. Hell diver. I mean, we all know what hell divers is, but it's coming to Xbox. Actually, I'm tight. Set the video to be scheduled for 5 o'clock. Alright. Got hell divers gotta get his war gang. I never play against. Nah, that gives. I Metal Gear Solid. And it gives. Gears of War reloaded. What that's looking like. I had a couple friends talk about this. I don't know. I don't know if it's for me really. But the game's already out. Is it out? It is. Why is it saying pre-order though? It's on the coming soon list. Xbox stuff. What the hell is there? Some aliens? Ugly. Wesley Pipes. Oh my gosh. That's bad aim. You got emesis? Ain't no way he got emesis. A shotgun. That's on his back. I could probably be nice at this. You know what this game remind me of? Uncharted. Hey Josh used to go crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't like that. I don't really think this is a new game. We're gonna look at the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Hey yo. New gameplay demo. 16 minutes.
Huh? What's that sound?
So is this like a what's that game called? Is it like a Far Cry? But like stealth? Why are you moving around like that?
Huh? What's that sound?
This is the game we're gonna be paying money for. Let me see these comments.
Nice.
Does that not make it 1-to-1? Going to be fun watching. This looks good. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's skip ahead. Yeah, the crocodile. That's why is there music? Gotta turn that off. So he turns into his surroundings. I don't really know what I was talking. I'll check out one more video. Gameplay. Trailer. This is really hard to watch. This is like Far Cry. Yeah. This is disgusting. Like Far Cry with Gmod elements. We're spending money on this. That's crazy. This looks like an indie game. Okay, pause that. This game right here is getting a 2.7 out of 10. It's getting bad. Getting pretty bad. Pictures of other games are hard to go over. We got Hell Divers. Oh, we got the they got a Goosebumps game coming out. It looks like it should be a co-op game, but I don't think it is. But before I look up the Goosebumps game, let me look at it. Load. It's like a little indie horror game. Look like Lil Wally. Look at him. Okay, get it. It looks a little too. It's like a clicker game. I don't know if I like that. Future of play. But this game's already out? What is it, a PlayStation game? Goosebumps game. That shit was kind of fun. There's somebody talking about Travis. Worry about little bro. Terror and Little Bree. Got another game?
Goosebumps, terror in Little Creek.
Why are you here? We're just trying to figure out why the town is on lockdown with a curfew.
I saw someone posted something about hearing strange noises at the library.
Monsters are real. What is that? Let's spread out and see what we can find. Oh no!
It's like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? That was a short. This is one of the games too.
Peggy 16.
Wait. I gotta drop a rating. Hold on. I gotta rate it, what was that? Goosebumps. New Goosebumps. I actually, believe it or not, I used to read. I used to be a reading a novelty enthusiast, a novel enthusiast. I used to read mad books if they looked cool. Goosebumps. I read a couple Goosebumps. It was kind of like Fever Dreams, so I don't really remember them all too well. Not gonna lie. Like one of them was like it was on a bus and it was crazy because you had to be there. But just because of nostalgia, we giving Goosebumps. I can't even talk. My fault, chat. We're gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And wait, hold on. And it's gonna be an 8 out of 10, and I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna be 8 out of 10. It's gonna be 8 out of 10 because it has the Scooby-Doo elements. It does, and I think they're using magic and stuff too, which Scooby-Doo never did, and that's really cool. I like that kind of stuff. We like creativity. Nobody does that anymore. So we're gonna give it an 8 out of 10 as a like going off the trailer. You know? Who made the game? I don't know. We can't go that deep. I feel like that kind of spoiled the anticipation. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Alright, Little Nightmares. Run it back. Yo, I hit my lip today with a box. It was a little box too. That drink hurt. Hurt, huh?
Peggy 16.
Yeah. Heard it.
You have discovered fatty metal.
Chat. Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. I was making sure that y'all can hear me. So they at a carnival? Why are they at a carnival though? That doesn't make sense to me. Ah man, I think they're about to sell. I'm gonna play this for Maria. I'm gonna stream this for her. But what's really even going on in here in this world? Somebody in the cage. Locked up. The blood of Don Walker. See, I don't know if I'm how interested I am now because he's gonna come out for the P4 ski. Y'all for real? I gotta stop with the hold on. We're gonna pause. Yeah, well, we gotta stop with the P4, like letting P4 get games still, cause they be messing up the lobbies, chat. They be messing up the lobbies. You over here trying to load up for rank to whatever you about to play, and you gotta wait for P4 guys. Like, bro, if you still on a P4 ski, you got more problems than that you need to be resolving. Cause you being on the P4Z is holding up the rest. Like, you got a lot of problems going on. You can't get the P physical. Not gonna lie. You shouldn't be gaming. You need to get your priorities straight. Look out. Alright, Little Nightmares. You're gonna get a 6 out of 10. I don't like, I'm not gonna lie, circus stuff, like, that's not really scary to me. That's really lame to me, so. Matter of fact, you're getting a 5.8 out of 10. Because circus stuff is really lame. Like, I didn't like that. And that's unfortunate, because I was having high hope. But it is co-op, so it might be fun. But I feel like I've seen a lot of repetitive. Like, let's just go back. Like, we seen little bro right here. We seen him, right? Can I see my mouse? I can't see the mouse. Bro, I'm trying to see the mouse. Fuck it up, chat. So, hide Elgato, bro. Alright, we're back. We're back. Why it's not fitting to screen? I hit fit to screen, bro. Alright, I got it, I guess. Alright, let me mess with it. Alright, Little Nightmares 5.8 out of 10. Jeez. So yeah, like I was saying, they got Lil Bro, little cone on his joint. It was cool the first time. Then we got the fat people. Hold on. All them guys right there, they fat. They fat in there. Another fat person. Like, we get it. There's a lot of obesity in the world. Game or not game. No matter what, there's gonna be fats. I get that. I just feel like for it being the third it being the third entry to the Little Nightmare saga. I don't know. I needed more depth out of this trailer. Like I needed to be like, ooh, I get to learn why this and this. Like I don't feel like I got that. I feel like they're just like trying to set up just more scary shit, which is valid because it's a scary game. I feel like we got more fat people over here. And then we got the little, see, like, these little dudes was cool, but wasn't really like, that's not me, you know? Like, that's not scary to me. Not appealing. Like, the scare factor drops when I see these. Like, I'm like, alright, it's just annoying, you know? Like, I just know it's gonna be annoying. And then, like, they just showcasing that a lot. Like, it's just, they reusing a lot of things. That's pretty lame to me. So that's why they getting a 5.8. Thanks, game. Oh, what's this? This is Shinobi. That joint look cool, right? Demo trailer. Little platformer. Okay. Playing against demons. If you into that. Not me, I'm not. Oh. Oh, yeah. You got the little Mario Maker aspect to it. You're just running for your life. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not gonna rate it because it's mid. What was my expectation for it? Hell is Us. That is. Three-minute trailer, huh? See something?
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
Hell is Us is not your typical action-adventure game. There's no map, no quest markers, and no hand-holding. Just organic exploration asking you to trust your senses in a country torn apart by civil war and plagued with supernatural forces. You're free to explore and to investigate in your own way. But deep within this wounded land lie hidden places, structures that seem to resist time, sometimes buried, sometimes towering in plain sight, but always waiting for someone bold enough to enter and understand. We didn't design these dungeons as mere set pieces. We built them like
kind of like Assassin's Creed
challenges. Tight, crafted, deliberate. Every corner, every obstacle, every encounter is there for a reason. You'll face twisted architecture, enemies that push your mastery of the melee system, and layouts that force you to think, not just
fighting shapes.
If you missed the days where exploring a dungeon was memorable, this is for you.
Oh, why are we fighting shapes? Ghost.
Each dungeon has its own identity, its own history. We wanted them to feel alive and wonderful to discover. The kind of places that leave an impression even after you have left.
lot of these games have been kind of mid.
Deep in those dungeons, you will encounter good old-fashioned environmental puzzles requiring you to take a step back in order to understand. Solving a dungeon puzzle in Hell Is Us is about understanding the location and its environments, observing, trying things, failing sometimes, and coming back with a fresh idea that will solve it all. When it clicks, that's when you feel it, that little rush. Not because the game told you what to do, but because you figured it out on your own. That's what we're after.
Oh! That was creepy.
While puzzles are a key part of the dungeons in Hell Is Us, there's more to them than just that. Some of the fights you will face might stick with you. Not because they're really hard, that's not the kind of game we're making, but because they hit differently. They happen at the right moment, in the right place, and they carry weight in your journey.
He's fighting emotions. It says anger, bargaining. He's fighting adjectives, actions. This is crazy. This is crazy.